The first topic that is mentioned in our syllabus related to Indian society is the salient features of Indian society. Clear? So first topic is the salient features of Indian society. Clear? And second topic is diversity in Indian society. So both these topics, that is the salient features of Indian society and diversity, will be taken together. The reason being, diversity is an important feature of Indian society. So it is mentioned separately. So in the process, we'll be covering diversity as well as a major part of feature of Indian society. So first of all, let us start with the salient features of Indian society. We'll understand the salient features of Indian society from process of historical evolution. Indian society began to evolve right from ancient times. And now the major features that we witness, like pluralism, religious diversity, patriarchal society, all these have evolved over a period of time, right from ancient times. So since we'll discuss the evolution of Indian society, you will understand what are the major salient features that has evolved over a period of time, in which diversity is also an important feature of Indian society. First of all, the concrete development of Indian society started with the arrival of Aryans in India when they composed the first literary work of Indian culture known as the Rig Veda. Clear? From this Rig Veda, we come to know about evolution of Indian society, and the legacy of the society is followed even now, even though social developments took place before coming of Aryans also, like in the course of Indus Valley civilization or even in prehistory. But the pictographic script of Indus Valley has not been deciphered yet. So we don't have concrete information about the social evolution right from Indus Valley. So we basically start from Rig Vedic period, the reason being that from Rig Vedic period, society began to take concrete shape just because large number of developments began to take place. We'll understand those developments. When Aryans came to India and they composed the first text, that is Rig Veda. In this Rig Veda only, we come to know that society became largely patriarchal. Even though women enjoyed respectable position in society, but in society, dominance was given to male community. We have large number of male deities which were worshipped in Vedic society like Indra and Agni. That indicate society largely remained to be patriarchal in nature. In course of time, status of women started to deteriorate. What was the major factor? We need to understand. The major factor for the deterioration in the position of women was agricultural activity, which remained to be largely a male-dominated exercise. So women began to be considered as liability in Indian society, and that is why their status could not improve in agriculture society. So one major feature that evolved right from ancient times in Indian society, this major feature was the society has always been patriarchal in nature. That is, it has always been a male-dominated society. So right from ancient time, Indian society has been marked by a male-dominated society. And this phenomena continued right from ancient times till medieval times and even till modern times. Obviously, with a start of globalization and with diversification of economy towards industrial and services sector, male-dominated society has been challenged and women have started to play a major role. And therefore, these women who has come to play a major role has led to the individuality in society. But over a period of time, and even now, practically speaking, one major salient feature of Indian society is that it is patriarchal in nature, largely dominated by male community. This is one major feature that needs to be understood. At the same time, apart from the concept of gender domination or gender discrimination, another major feature of Indian society that developed from Vedic age was that in the last chapter of the Rig Veda, society was divided into 4 distinct classes based on birth. And this 4 distinct classes based on birth gave the basis to the varna system in Indian society. Now, we need to understand this because even now, the society, according to Hindu religion, is believed to have been divided into 4 distinct varna. The term one basically indicates color or skin pigmentation. The Aryans who came to India, they were fair in complexion, and the local people in India, indigenous people of India, they were black or dark skinned in complexion. So they used the term one or color to discriminate among themselves and the indigenous people of India. And according to Varna system, it was mentioned that there would be 4 major divisions of Indian society. That is, top position would be given to the Brahmins, second position to be given to the Kshatriyas, third position to be given to the Vaishyas, and finally the 4th position largely given to indigenous people of India as Shudras. So society got divided into 4 full divisions marked by Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Even duties were prescribed for them in Vedic literature. Brahmins were supposed to perform the Vedic activities and religious activities. Kshatriyas were supposed to fight battles and to rule over large territories. Vaishyas were supposed to engage in production activities like agriculture and even to pay major taxes to the state. And Shudras to serve the 3 higher orders. So society, another distinctive feature of Indian society was the Varna distinction that came into being in ancient times. Now we need to understand, in course of time, Varna system gave way to caste or jati system in India that itself became a salient feature of Indian society. So Varna system continued to exist along with the caste system as an integral part of Hindu society and in course of time even Islamic society. Now how caste system came into being, we need to understand conceptually. The Varna system that was established on the basis of birth, it began to be followed in a crystallized form or stratified form. But in course of time, the rulers started grant of land to Brahmins and to other sections. When land grants began to be given, even Brahmins and the communities began to undertake agriculture and production activities that resulted into their identification according to occupation. So caste system in course of time began to based on occupation, Varna system being based on birth, clear? And this caste system resulted into proliferation of caste and subcaste or jati system, and till present times it has become the salient feature of Indian society. So it has been another major feature of Indian society, largely marked by Hindu religion, that is Varna system and the caste system. So from Vedic age, 3 distinctive features of society came into being. One was the patriarchal setup of society, another was the Varna system, and at the same time, caste system in course of time. Apart from this, important institution of marriage emerged in Indian society, and that also became a salient feature. Right from Vedic times, a very important concept was followed related to marriages in Indian society, and this concept of marriages in Indian society followed the concept of Gotra Exogamy. Now, what do we mean by the concept of Gotra Exogamy? Initially, the term Gotra indicated that cows or cattle of one family were kept together. It was termed as Goth. But later on, it began to indicate common ancestry. It was realized that if matrimonial alliances has to take place, people belonging to 2 persons getting married must belong to different gotra, must belong to different ancestry. And this concept is known as Gotra Exogamy. So institution of marriage becoming an integral part of Indian society, it began to be marked by the concept of Gotra Exogamy right from medieval time, right from ancient times. This became another important feature of Indian society. In course of time, Varna system also resulted into mixing of people across the Varnas because of inter-Varna marriages. And just because of inter-Varna marriages, large number of untouchables began to emerge in Indian society, later to become the scheduled caste or the depressed classes. So another salient feature of Indian society that emerged was in form of the depressed classes, or also known as the scheduled class. Depressed classes emerged in Indian society, and till now they are considered to be a very distinctive feature of Indian society. And in course of time, the emergence of depressed classes also resulted into large number of socio-religious reform movement led by leaders like Jyotiba Phule and even Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So depressed classes is again a salient feature of Indian society. So Indian society began to be marked by all these distinctive features in course of time. But at the same time, apart from all these developments, major issues that developed in society was related to emergence of some heterodox religions or unorthodox religions. Brahmanism began to emerge right from ancient times, from Vedic period, but two heterodox religions emerged in 6th century BC that became salient features of Indian society, and Indian society became multi-religious in character. The two heterodox religions to be established were the religions of Buddhism and Jainism. The religion of Buddhism was established by Gautam Buddha when he attained enlightenment. And when he attained enlightenment, he criticized the complex rituals of Vedic religion or Brahmanical religion and advocated the path of peace and non-violence, also known as the path of Madhyam Marg or the middle path. Clear? Based on the teachings of Gautam Buddha, the religion of Buddhism was established, and this religion became a very important part of Indian culture and society. Apart from Buddhism, another religion of Jainism was established on the basis of the teachings of Vardhaman Mahavir. It is believed that apart from Vardhaman Mahavir, he was preceded by 23 other teachers or Tirthankars. And all those 24 Tirthankars gave their messages that led to the establishment of Jain religion in India. Apart from Buddhism and Jainism, other sects like Ajivikas also got established. And all these heterodox religions became part of Indian society, contributed towards the salient features of Indian society. So all these make a major part of Indian society right from ancient times. Clear? In course of time, apart from all these developments, another distinctive feature was growth and development of philosophical schools in Indian society. Major schools like Samkhya school, schools like Vaisheshika, schools like Yoga, all they prescribe different methods to attain moksha or salvation. Moksha or salvation means freedom from the cycle of birth and death, and to get connected with ultimate God or the Brahma. So philosophy, also known as darshan, became an integral part of Indian society, and all of them prescribing the ways to get connected with ultimate God or the Brahma. Clear? This became another distinctive feature of Indian society, salient features of Indian society. So Indian society, I will summarize, in ancient India was marked by a male-dominant society, marked by varna distinction in society, marked by occupation-based society known as caste system. It also resulted into institutional marriage, marked by Gotra Exogamy. Again, apart from this, untouchables got created because of intervarna marriages, leading to emergence of depressed classes, also known as untouchables in Indian society. At the same time, different religions of Buddhism and Jainism got established in Indian society. And apart from this, several schools of philosophy got established in Indian society. So you need to write all these points as salient features of Indian society. So if we look into ancient Indian society, we will summarize the major features. So in ancient Indian society, what were the major features? In ancient Indian society, first was the patriarchal society or the male-dominated society. So it was male-dominated, first of all. Second major feature of society was that it was marked by varna distinctions in society. Varna distinctions in term gaze, caste-based society. based on occupation. Fourth major feature of Indian society was, apart from caste based, large number of depressed classes emerged in society or the scheduled caste. Then on fifth number, we have another major feature of society, that is emergence of heterodox religions in society, religions like Buddhism and Jainism, etc. Next major feature of society was growth and development of philosophical schools to attain Moksh or salvation in Indian society. All these are very dominant, very important features of ancient Indian society. So we need to understand these broad features of society so as to understand that what and how society began to evolve. From the 8th century AD, ancient India started to come to an end, and medieval phase started that led to medieval Indian society. Even this medieval Indian society was marked by some distinctive features that in course of time became salient features of Indian society. So now we'll move on to discuss the medieval Indian society or its salient features. So second major dominant theme is medieval Indian society and its distinctive or salient features. Clear? Number one, first of all, in medieval India, large number of Turkish warriors came from Central Asia. When large number of Turkish warriors came from Central Asia, they added their own culture. They all added their own social system to India, and that ultimately resulted into composite culture, also known as Indo-Islamic culture. Clear? So first major and the most distinctive feature, salient feature of Indian society even now is known as the composite culture of India. So first major development was composite society got established, and in this composite society both Hinduism and followers of Islam contributed significantly. This composite culture has continued even now, and even now this composite culture is also known as Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb. This is basically a hybrid culture, also known as composite culture, in which large number of people from Islamic faith and Hinduism contributed significantly, that led to growth and development of a hybrid or a composite culture in India. And it is a very distinctive or salient features of Indian society. First of all, apart from Hinduism of ancient India or Brahmanism, first of all, religion of Islam was added to Indian society, and the Indian society became more multi-religious in nature. In ancient India, we had only Buddhism, Jainism, and Ajivikas along with Hinduism or Brahmanism. But in medieval Indian society, one more religion got added, and that was Islamic religion. So society became more multi-religious in character as Islamic society became a part of Indian society. Islamic society. Now, with addition of Islamic society, certain more important features began to be added in Indian society. And these important features were, number one, again, society here also remained to be largely male-dominated society. Women were not given much importance in medieval Indian society also, except a few women who belonged to the royal family. At the same time, in this society, the religion of Islam prescribed equality. But under the influence of ancient Indian society, even followers of Islam got divided into basis of occupation, and caste-based society got established even in medieval India. So even among Islamic community, caste-based society got established under the influence of Islamic society. Clear? Moreover, the position of women got further affected just because they were made to remain within the four walls of the house, and they began to be cooked under the purdah system. So purdah system became a salient feature related to women's society. And moreover, in the system of marriages. We had discussed that evolved in ancient Indian society. In the system of marriages, there was concept of one man while marrying several women, but in medieval society, one man marrying several women became a regular practice, and this is known as the practice of polygamy. Clear? So polygamy became a major feature of Indian society, indicating the male domination. This was also part of medieval society. At the same time, in medieval society, there were two major developments that became part of Indian society, and these two major movements were movements known as the Bhakti movement and another being known as the Sufi movement. And Bhakti and Sufi became integral part of Indian society. First of all, I'll let you know, apart from formal worshipping of gods, started in ancient India, there was concept of showing complete devotion to God, and therefore thinkers like Shankaracharya and Ramanuj gave their theories towards complete devotion to God. Moreover, Bhakti ideology became popular in medieval society by several Vaishnavite saints who began to worship the incarnations of Lord Vishnu. And these saints who worshipped incarnations of Vishnu included Mirabai, who was the devotee of Lord Krishna, then Surdas. All these were very prominent Bhakti saints of medieval times. At the same time, Tulsidas, who wrote Ramcharitmanas. Similarly, Islamic faith, Sufi ideology became an integral part of Indian society, and Sufi saints like Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, Nizamuddin Aulia, they lived a very simple and pure life, and they advocated simplicity in their life as well. Moreover, medieval Indian society was marked by two great thinkers like Kabir and Nanak. And Nanak preached his message in order to ensure unity among Hindus and Muslims. And that based on the teachings of Guru Nanak and his 9 other followers, it resulted into another religion in Indian society. And this religion that evolved at this time, this religion was that of Sikhism in Indian society. So society became more multi-religious in character. So apart from Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islamic society, even Sikhism was added to Indian society as an indigenous religion. So all these became distinctive features of Indian society in medieval times. Clear? So these are distinctive features. Now we'll move on to social developments or distinctive features of society that evolved in modern times, especially during the rule of British authority in India. How society began to shape and what major features became the salient features of Indian society. I hope this much is clear. First of all, the major features of or salient features of Indian society.